Because let me tell you how I'm looking at it. How I'm looking at it is not if Golden State loses. What if Golden State wins Friday? Then we get at least 4 more games to watch Steph Curry. And guess what? Everybody was signed up for that, including you with your curmudgeon self. You know I'm telling the truth. This is Steph Curry we talk about. The greatest shooter God has ever created. That dude. This brother that shows up when the...
It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch a vintage Warriors team. That's what it felt like last night. But the reality of the situation was it was a play-in game. This wasn't even a playoff game yet. What's your reaction to what Steve Curry?
Well, yeah, 37 and 45, and you hit it right on the head. They had a great fourth quarter. I mean, obviously, Curry was wonderful. 4 threes by Horford. Steve's going to wax poetic here on Draymond in a sec. But if they lose on Friday night, who cares? Who cares? One of the great wins. What are you kidding me? You're 37 and 45. This is a play-in game against a Clipper team that we want to blow up because of the fact that Leonard was so terrible. We want to blow up the whole team. We want to trade Leonard here. We want to do this. We want to rebuild. So let's not go crazy. They beat the Clippers 37 and 45. They lose to Phoenix on Friday night. This is a blip on a screen. It doesn't mean anything. So although it's a testimony to what they've done, but in the big picture, it's not that big a deal unless they build on this and end up with something. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, you need a vacation.
No, I
or back from vacation.
Or maybe you just need, or maybe you just need a sabbatical from the world of sports. Because let me tell you how I'm looking at it. How I'm looking at it is not if Golden State loses. What if Golden State wins Friday? Then we get at least 4 more games to watch Steph Curry. And guess what? Everybody was signed up for that, including you with your curmudgeon self. You know I'm telling the truth. This is Steph Curry we talk about. The greatest shooter God has ever created. That dude. This brother that shows up when the lights shine bright, baby. This brother shows up. This is what he lives for. Like Steve Kerr said, this is what he does. That's what you want to see. And it's not just his shot-making ability. It's the swag. It's just everything that comes with it. Look on the road. Listen to the crowd. Listen to how you react to him. Look at how he galvanizes the basketball world. You can appreciate that because that's what 29 of those damn games. He was out. Jimmy Butler, out. So guess what? Are you going to sit here and tell me that you're going to lament the play-in? I hope you're not going to do that, doggy, because the play-in has been great for the NBA. All right, fabulous for the NBA. I know Kenny's back now.
Yeah, let's get Kenny back in here. So now you hear this argument, Kenny. Look, last night was awesome for the Warriors. Is Steph Curry the best show in town, or are we chalking last night up to just a playing game?
Well, firstly, I want to say Kendrick Perkins was 100% right. He told me if I start cooking on this show, they're going to pull the plug. That's what he told me. He said, as soon as you start cooking, you even start pulling the plug, brother. So, all right. So he is 100% right. But no question about it, I do believe that, you know, Steph Curry is just great for basketball. You know, when I was watching the game last night with my son and I look at him, I go, this is the hardest cover in the last 10 seconds of a game. He's like, why? I said, because the shot you're trying to make him take, that's the one he's looking for. So you want him to take a one-legged pull-up 3, fading away, falling into the stands. He's like, oh, that's the shot I'm trying to get. And so his uncanny ability to make tough shots and take game-winning opportunities is what you want to see in a playoff setting. So regardless win, lose, or draw, I would be watching without question when he plays.
All right, well, the Warriors still got to win one more, and then they get the chance to potentially face the Oklahoma City Thunder. So potentially we could, yeah.
Meanwhile, it's Kawhi Leonard. We can take it or leave it. Knowing he's great, we can Steph, we can't get enough of. See the difference? Doggy knows. He should anyway. I know my man Kenny does. Let's move on.
I don't know. He's rolling his eyes over here. All right, Kenny, please don't touch anything on your...
Curry hasn't played or didn't play more than 30 minutes in a game since January 17th. Last night, 36 minutes on the floor, and he goes off for 35 points. So what did you see from Curry and the Warriors last night that impressed you most?
Well, the biggest thing, we knew Steph Curry was coming back to try and, get the train on the tracks and then advance them as far as he could. And whenever you have Steph Curry on your team, things aren't just able to be said to be over. So Curry going off didn't surprise me much. I thought that if he got in a late game situation where he could control the pace, he would do his thing. The standout to me of it all was Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has been talked about. He has been criticized for not being healthy. He has been this, he has been that. He showed up ready to play last night. He shot the ball well. He played efficiently within the system. He was able to be big and actually show that he was 7'3", blocking shots, altering shots around the rim. He didn't get as many rebounds as we would all like to see, but I got to see the emotion. I got to see the passion. He was around. He was big for them last night, as well as I got to see Al Horford, who got to show again why he's in the NBA, knocking down shots, being the right place, the right time, being a floor leader, and just an all-around complimentary player to that basketball team. I thought they did an incredible job. Not going to knock away from Draymond Green. He also had some humongous stops down the stretch against Kawhi Leonard. I think they just put together a better ball game at the end.
Yeah, we were saying the Unk squad took.
Warriors Nation News. Dub Nation, let me ask you something that should hit every single fan right in the chest. What do you call it when a team is down 13 in the fourth quarter of a win-or-go-home game? Your superstar is still coming back from a knee injury. The season is hanging by a thread, and somehow the Warriors still walk out with the other team's season in a body bag. Ha ha! You call that Golden State refusing to die. You call that championship nerve. And that is exactly what happened when the Warriors stormed back to beat the Clippers 126-121 in the play-in, closing the game on a 27-13 run behind 35 points from Steph Curry, 7 made threes, and one more reminder that when the lights get brutally bright, number 30 still turns pressure into art. Golden State's win kept its season alive and moved the team into another sudden death game for the West's number 8 seed. And come on, man, the scariest part for the rest of the league is that this was not even some fully unleashed, peak condition Steph. Reuters reported before the game that Curry was still expected to be around a 32-minute limit after missing 27 games with a right knee injury. And since returning, he had not played more than 29 minutes. Then elimination basketball showed up. The temperature rose, and Steph still bent the whole night anyway. Ha ha! That is why nobody serious ever treats the Warriors like just another play-in team. Restricted Steph is still Steph. Managed Steph is still Steph. And when he smells a season on the line, he still makes a defense feel like it is guarding smoke. What makes this even better for Dub Nation is that it was not a one-man rescue mission, not even close. Al Horford, at 39 years old, scored all 14 of his points in the final 5:37 and drilled 4 huge threes in that stretch. Guy Santos gave Golden State 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Kristaps Porzingis also added 20 and helped fuel the comeback. The Chronicle described it as Curry and Draymond turning back the clock, but with the new mix around them finally landing real punches too. Yeah! That is the formula Warriors fans have been waiting to see. Steph as the fire starter, Draymond as the chaos engine, and the support cast not just surviving the moment, but actually swinging it. And Draymond, man, we have to talk about Draymond, because if Steph was the explosion, Draymond was the suffocation. The Chronicle highlighted his 4 steals and the way he helped choke off Kawhi Leonard late, while post-game coverage kept circling back to the same idea. When the Warriors dragged this game into the final minutes, Draymond's brain and edge started taking over the room. Ha ha! That is the old Warriors poison right there. They don't need to own every quarter. They don't need to be cleaner for 48 minutes. They just need the game to still be alive late. Because once it is, Curry and Draymond start speaking that weird fourth quarter language only champions really understand. Now let's get to the next monster in front of them, because the job is not finished. Reuters says Golden State now faces the Phoenix in Phoenix on Friday in another winner-take-all game, with the Thunder waiting in round 1 for whoever survives. Bright Side of the Sun noted the Warriors took the regular season series over Phoenix 3-1, which doesn't guarantee a thing, no, but it absolutely tells you this matchup is not one Golden State should fear. The Phoenix spaced the floor, they can score in bunches, and the margin will be tiny again. But Dub Nation should understand this. The Warriors no longer need to prove they are a great 82-game team. That question is over. They just have to prove they can be the more dangerous team for one more night. Ha ha! And after what Steph just did, after what Horford just did, after the way Porzingis and Gee contributed, that danger is very real. What I love most is how this win changed the emotional weather around the team. A few days ago, the talk was all about the 37-45 record, the injuries, the age, the inconsistency, the minutes restriction, the fear that this run might just end quietly. Then, one elimination game later, it feels different. Steve Kerr said after the win that this was why Steph came back, and that line hits hard because it says everything. This was never about a comfortable ending. It was about meaningful basketball. It was about giving Curry one more chance to do what he does. It was about letting this core feel that adrenaline again. And once the Warriors get access to meaningful basketball, all the emotional equations around them change. So here's my final take, loud and clear, favorable to the Warriors all the way. Not because the path is easy, not because Phoenix is soft, not because this team is suddenly flawless. Favorable because in the only environment that matters now, win or go home basketball, Golden State just proved it still has the one thing you can't fake: championship composure under chaos. Steph still owns moments. Draymond still changes games without needing 30 points. Horford just delivered one of the wildest veteran closing stretches you'll ever see. Porzingis and Gee gave the Warriors real support, not fake support, real support. And once Golden State drags a game into the last 5 minutes with Steph Curry alive, all that clean logic everybody loves starts melting fast. Yeah! That is still a scary team. That is still a dangerous team. And that is still a team no favorite wants to see when the season gets ugly. Now tell me, Dub Nation, after that comeback over the Clippers, do you believe the Warriors finished the job with Phoenix and steal the 8th seed? Or was that comeback the emotional peak of the run? Drop your take in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe to Warriors Nation News.